Morning, everyone. It's a nice cold day in February. We were actually expecting some snow in a day and a half, but here we are in our hydroponics tunnel. It's our first winter with our hydroponics tunnel, and it's sunny, so it's almost 80 degrees in here. It's about 77 right now. I just wanted to give you a real quick overview on what our hydroponics tunnel does, why it grows plants so well. We start off with I'll try to lift it up very gently. This is a very fragile type of seeding material. It doesn't have any dirt. It is natural and it is compostable, but we call this an oasis cube. It's sort of like a rock wool type of thing, in that it doesn't have any dirt in it. What it does is sort of like a sponge or floral sponge type of thing. It allows the roots to grow and have lots of space, and then we add nutrient water through here to give the plants plenty to grow on. And these seedlings are actually just about, well, today's the 19th, so they're 1 week old. These seedlings are not quite 2 weeks old. So you can see they grow pretty quickly, although they're different types of plants. But they grow pretty quickly. Once they pop up and get their first true leaves, they really start to grow nicely. They spend about 2 weeks total in here, and then we transfer them into these tunnels, well, channels. Still getting used to the terminology. These are called channels because they take the water, nutrient water, and they just course it down to where it gets collected and back to our pump. This nutrient water is all the nutrition the plants need, in addition with the sunlight. They love the sunlight. And it's on 24 hours. This only comes on a couple times a day, whereas this is 24 hours. It never stops. We can stop it. There's enough moisture in these cubes to hold the plants for actually even a whole day, unless it's terrible sunny. They spend about 2 weeks in here, maybe 3 weeks in here. Some of the faster growing plants like baby bok choy, a week and a half. And then you can see these plants are ready to get transplanted. We're going to transplant these probably tomorrow. And these are quite nice size. They do have, you can see their root structure, and it's something that I've not had a chance to see when everything's in dirt. All I get to see is the outside of the dirt ball. Here, I got a chance to actually see the roots growing because they're just following the nutrient water. So what we'll do is we'll transplant these, which really is just lifting them and putting them into a larger channel. Well, a channel that is spaced further apart, so it gives the plants room to grow. And these plants have been growing for a couple more weeks. They'll spend about 3 weeks in here at this time of year because there's less sun. Once we get to about March, it should be about 2 weeks consistently for most of our lettuces or most of our other greens, which would be herbs, dandelion, arugula. And we're actually going to start, we're going to cut a little bit of this tomorrow for a new type of salad mix. Just a variety of lettuces that we weren't able to grow before. And then probably next week we'll cut all these lettuces. They're going to start, and it's hard for me to even really appreciate how quickly things grow. On a day like today with the sunshine, these plants will really take off, and it's nice at night. We have the house set for 60 degrees at night, so they're very pampered plants, which is great. Growing outside, we don't have a chance to pamper any plants. We take care of them as best we can, but the weather really takes a toll on things, the bugs, the rabbits, the deer, you name it. And we don't have any of that in here. We're going to have some beneficial bugs. We actually have some beneficial jumping spiders in here. They're looking quite robust. We don't have too many, but we have apparently just enough bugs for them to eat. We're going to have some green lacewings down here, take care of anything that happens to pop up from the outside as soon as we get nice spring weather, maybe next month. So we do have a variety of things we can grow in here. If you follow me down a little bit, I'll just show you briefly. We started some tomato plants in here because we took out our germination table, so we have some tomato plants, but they're growing really well. They've only been in here for a couple weeks. I have everything dated January 10th, so they've been 5 weeks. Normally tomato plants are 8 weeks before they're ready to transplant, so these are 5 weeks. They've got quite a root structure on them. These guys are ready to rock and roll, and as soon as we clear out our winter crops, some of the room for our winter crop, it's a little bit ahead of schedule, but I'm figuring 1st of March we're going to be planting tomatoes in our high tunnel, so that we can have tomatoes in May and June. I'm quite excited. This is just, I don't really have words for it. It's just surprisingly efficient and good. The water use is very low per plant. The nutrient use is very low per plant. There's no wasted fertilizer. There's no wasted water. Everything goes to the plants and gets recycled. We love the idea of it. We're going to keep you posted as we learn more and as we have more to show you. So far we're quite excited, and we'll keep the video shorts coming. Thanks everybody. Bye.